He ended up in the water on a trip with his friends. They was on a boat. He ended up in the water. I pray they found out exactly what happened to him because it does not make any sense. You tell me he fell in the water. Y'all just left him there. Y'all ain't up in the water trying to get him out the water. Y'all just left him there. Y'all supposed to be his friends. I'm not understanding this. I'm finna watch this to the story right now, but I pray they find out exactly what happened to him. They found his body already. They are thinking doing a biopsy on him and this and that, but I hope they find out exactly what happened to him because it does not make any sense whatsoever. That's why you can't call everybody your friends.
In an extensive search effort.
And
After nearly 2 days of searching, crews made a discovery bringing the search to an end. This morning at around 8:45 a.m., a body was found on the western tip of the island. Jackson County Coroner Bruce Lynn Jr. says the body does match the description of Wells, but official positive identification will be made through DNA testing at the state medical examiner's office has been found, and it's now time for answers. He also noted that the family needs space to grieve and advised the public to let law enforcement.
All right, what's up with y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Look, this is an update pertaining to Nolan Wells, the 18-year-old young man who lost his life mysteriously. And I'm really frustrated, and I'm going to continue saying this until we get answers. I don't like the fact that anybody that was with him is saying that they don't know what took place.
Correct.
Really
and y'all was there.
But I gotta start this off the career.
Y'all know what happened to y'all right there.
And I want to
correct
start
all the first team.
I did it.
They was right there, but they don't know what happened to them, but they was right there.
Because I know it's devastating and very frustrating to have to deal with a situation like this.
Correct.
Where you can't even get no answers like you would like to.
Correct.
But basically, you know, it's a lot of narratives being spent around pertaining to this, and people are telling me to say certain stuff on my channel. If you're new here, I'm gonna tell you now, I don't move like that, and if you've been rocking with me, you already know that they have it down. Now, if it's a bona fide facts, we're gonna bring it to the channel and we're gonna let it be known. But as of now, there are no facts. So for people to say certain things is going on with his body, bruises and stuff like that, hey, all of that can be true, but I just want to say it hasn't been verified. They are doing an autopsy today. I'm doing this video about 4 in the morning. But they are doing it today. They're starting the process of whatever the case may be. So in due time, we will figure out what's going on. But to do this while the family is grieving and just to keep on spinning the narratives over and over and over, you know, it's getting a little bit distasteful and disrespectful to them. But ultimately, I just want to say, a couple of things that I have seen on the internet is they're saying that there is a young man who has a family member that is in the judicial system out there. I don't know how true that is, but I did see a couple of things that kind of seem true. So yeah, that could be a contributing factor to a lot of BS if BS continues to go on, right? Now, you know, I also seen, once I seen that, I've been scrolling on the internet majority of the day, right?
Yeah.
It's a guy by the name of Secret Service Sam. He basically said that he has talked to the mother. He probably didn't disclose everything, but he said enough. I'm gonna let y'all see what he had to say. But he also said something about one of the young guys. He basically has lawyered up. So this is what he had to say.
Secret Service Sam here, sending a message of love out to Christine Wansley, the mother of Nolan Xavier Wells. I hate having to make these videos. It's heartbreaking. I'm a father myself, and my son's a football player. I can only imagine what she's going through. She private messaged me and thanked me for sharing this story and thanking others for getting this story out there. I asked her, I said, you know, how is it possible that these friends know nothing? And she said they're asking themselves the same question.
They was right there, so how they don't
need
know
us,
nothing,
they
they
need
was
the
right
community
there.
to come together to
So you
do
can't call anybody your friend.
because they're
Can't
obviously
going
through hell right
here.
now.
Y'all right there,
And what
y'all
I
know
don't
what happened, y'all right there
understand
with them.
is how these boys have no information.
Correct.
On that boat, somebody sent me a message saying that Horn Island, there's no trees, it's flat. Like, there's no way that this young man was just not seen or heard from. And also, I saw somebody in the comments saying, why do we have to make it about race? Because it is about race. okay? Because America made it about race. Because how often do you see a group of black kids and one white kid hanging out with them, and the white kid just disappears? This is not just something regular that happens, but this is something that has been happening when, like, the one black person in an all-white group happens to be the only one who has an issue and disappears. So I think
Correct.
We need to quit swapping ignorance.
Correct.
It is so important for white people to study our American racist history and come to grips with it. And understand, you don't have to feel guilty. You just have to educate yourself so you don't say ignorant things like,
Correct.
why are we making it about race?
Correct.
Because it is about race.
Correct.
Because it has been a racist country for the 250 years that we've been a country. It's been a racist country.
Correct.
So we need to come together with this family. We need to help them get answers. Christine said it herself. Sam, we're asking all the same questions. Why did the friends not make sure he was on the boat? Why did the friends come back with the cell phone but not him?
Correct.
Why are they saying nothing? Why are they lawyering up? This just seems very guilty to me. So please, everybody, let's work together to help this family find justice for Nolan Xavier Wells. Christine has asked if anybody has any photos or videos from around 4:30 p.m. on the 4th of July from the island.
It's free, they see nothing, they
Tina,
like
her, and
it's not
Wes
it's free, they
get
think.
some justice for her. So
I don't
please
even
give
like
some
it.
cinemas for President.
Come on now.
Okay, so now that you see
Daniel,
that,
we'll have to
also, like I told y'all, they're gonna do an autopsy
Can't call anybody free.
today. Well, I just want to say, with me saying that, one of the sheriffs, he said, allegedly,
so you're going to trip the door yourself. That's crazy.
that there is no foul play. And one of the news stations that sat down with him and talked to him said that he said that. So I'm pretty sure. Like I said in my other video, and I probably will continue to say, if something is happening to you, it's probably happening to me too, because I'm gonna try my best to make sure that you're okay.
Correct.
So yeah, they would have to get me and you out of that water. No
Correct.
matter if we were in the wrong, if we did something we wasn't supposed to do, whatever the case may be, and I'm definitely gonna let your mother and father know what took place, or your closest relatives.
Correct.
But this is what the news and the sheriff basically had to say. I got a couple of different videos I'm gonna run to y'all real quick and let y'all watch them. But as of now, that's exactly what's being said. So I'm already starting to smell something in the water, but this is it right here.
Tonight, we have the latest in the case of missing Ocean Springs teenager Nolan Wells, who was last seen on Horn Island on the 4th of July. This morning, search crews recovered a body from the western tip of the island. WXXV News 25's Megan Fayar joins us live in the studio now with the details. Megan, what do we know?
Well, Aubrey, at this point, we do know that 18-year-old Nolan Wells was last seen on Horn Island around 3 p.m. on Saturday. Multiple agencies, including the local law enforcement, the Cajun Navy, the U.S. Coast Guard, and Gulf Islands National Seashore, joined volunteers in an extensive search effort. After nearly 2 days of searching, crews made a discovery, bringing the search to an end.
This morning at around 8:45 a.m., a body was found on the western tip of the island. Jackson County Coroner Bruce Smith Jr. says the body does match the description of Wells, but official positive identification will be made through DNA testing at the state medical examiner's office. Wells' family took to Facebook with updates on the discovery. His mother, Christine Walmsley, thanked friends, family, and every agency for their support in the search for Nolan, noting that they are, in quote, heartbroken for their son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others, and that Nolan was a special soul. Nolan's grandfather, Christopher Wells, said in a social media post that his grandson has been found and it's now time for answers. He also noted that the family needs space to grieve and advised the public to let law enforcement do their job. Nolan is a 2025 Ocean Springs High School graduate and was a multi-sport athlete at the school. Head football coach Jake Bramlett released a statement on Monday saying in part that Nolan carried himself with humility, treated others with respect, worked hard and led by example, and that he was loved deeply by his teammates and coaches. After graduating high school, Nolan went on to play football as a wide receiver at Southwest Community College. The college says he was a well-respected young man who was very popular among friends, faculty, and staff. Ocean Springs Mayor Bobby Cox also released a statement on Monday following the discovery. He says in part that the city's thought and prayers are with Nolan's family, friends, classmates, teachers, and the broader community as they grieve this heartbreaking tragedy. He says, quote, "The days ahead, let us come together with compassion, supporting one another, and honoring Nolan's memory." Nolan's family has since created an official GoFundMe account, which has raised over $40,000 in just a few hours. If you would like to support the family, the GoFundMe page is up on your screen right now.
Officials are expected to release more information on Tuesday morning, including the formal identification of the body. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter says he remains in close contact with the Wells family as the investigation continues.
We're going to keep in close contact with them and keeping them updated and informed with as much information as we have, as much information that we can share at the particular time.
We also spoke with the United Cajun Navy about the large-scale efforts of a number of agencies and organizations who helped search for Wells.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is like a second home to us, and we just appreciate how much the community has embraced this search. Nolan obviously is a very well-known and well-liked young man with a lot of friends. I've had parents reach out to me, say they've known him since he was a kid, please find him. And so this is very important to the community.
Other agencies that have helped in the search include the U.S. Park Service, the Department of Marine Resources, Jackson County Fire Crews, and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office Marine Division. We will continue to follow this case and provide updates as information becomes available. Aubrey, back to you.
South Mississippi community is in mourning tonight after a body was found in the water on Horn Island.
The family of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, who was last seen Saturday afternoon, sharing posts on social media confirming their loss.
Cody Heister has been speaking with authorities in Jackson County and joins us now with more details on what they're learning tonight. Cody?
Well, Hugh, Jennifer, it's been a very heartbreaking and somber day here in Ocean Springs as what started as a 4th of July trip to Horn Island with friends ended in tragedy. Now, I spoke with Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter today and went over the timeline regarding the death of Nolan Wells. Now, he tells me that Nolan Wells never made it back on the same boat after the group that he was with spent the holiday on the island. And when he did return home, his mother called law enforcement late Saturday night around midnight to report him missing. Now, the search ramped up on Sunday as search crews set up a search party site at the Lake Mars boat launch. Now, this morning, boats headed out just around after 7, and about an hour later, around 8:45. Sheriff Ledbetter says a U.S. park ranger found a body on the northwest tip of Horn Island, matching Wells' description. Then his family was brought to the coroner's office in Pascagoula. Coroner Bruce Blinn told us over the phone that he has no reason to believe that the body isn't Wells, but they are still waiting on DNA confirmation. That autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. But even after that, even before the official confirmation, Wells' mother took to social media this afternoon, unfortunately, to give the news that the body found was of her son. Now, a lot of unanswered questions in this. I spoke with Sheriff John Ledbetter today, who says that this is a very active investigation, but left this message for people who are still wanting answers.
Number one, give the family space and time. They're still processing this tragic event. and all of Nolan's close friends. And we're still waiting for 100% confirmation. I'll assure you that the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, we're looking at this whole case just like we would any other case, and we're going to be as thorough as we can.
Now, Sheriff Ledbetter tells me that even with the autopsy scheduled for tomorrow, he doesn't believe that there were any signs of foul play. But again, this is a very active investigation, and as answers start to become uncovered, we will keep you up to date with the latest details on air and on WLOX.com. For now, reporting live here in Jackson County, I'm Cody Heister for WLOX.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Noah Noble. First tonight, that desperate search for a missing teenager on Horn Island ending in tragedy. Family members say the body of 18-year-old Nolan Wells was recovered just before 9 o'clock this morning. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter telling us the body was found on the island by a park ranger. Wells went to Horn Island on the 4th of July and was last seen around 3 o'clock that afternoon. His mother reported him missing late Saturday. The young man was a multi-sport athlete at Ocean Springs High School and was a wide receiver for Southwest Mississippi Community College. Those close to him say he was known for his kindness, genuine personality, and a smile that could light up a room. Sheriff John Ledbetter sitting down with us as speculation surrounding the teen's death grew on social media.
Number one, give the family space and time. They are still processing this tragic event, and all of Nolan's close friends. And we're still waiting for 100% confirmation. I'll assure you that the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, we're looking at this whole case just like we would any other case, and we're going to be as thorough as we can.
The county coroner's office confirming to us an autopsy will be conducted and the results will be shared with Jackson County Sheriff's investigators.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in this video that I got more.
And all his friends on the damn boat. And you telling me all three of y'all ain't see nothing. Y'all ain't see nothing. And all three of y'all was on this boat with him.
Or like scenes of the 4th of July.
And you telling me y'all ain't see nothing. Nothing at all.
So y'all can kind of see the atmosphere and see how clear it is out there and how it would be so hard for you to lose your friend if y'all are all together and y'all are on a boat and y'all are in the middle of the water.
And all three of y'all ain't see
Things of
nothing.
that nature. But yeah, these are the clips.
It's hard not to notice your friend in dang on water. Something ain't making no sense. They need to come out, his friends need to come out and tell the damn truth. Somebody know what happened to him. Anywhere in hell, y'all was there with him and y'all don't know nothing. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so now that we're back, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on that. I just simply want to say, man, when the evidence comes out, we will get more information, but I just feel like it's very, very sad to see so many different things that y'all are saying about that young man, saying that he did this and did that, and I don't even feel comfortable even regurgitating it, but it's just out of pocket, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Also, they have now created an official GoFundMe. It is one out. At first, she said there wasn't going to be one, but now we see that there is one, and it started out at $12K from what I've seen, but now it's at $64,000, and now the goal is at $120,000. So I'm pretty sure a lot of those funds are finna go to get to the bottom of this situation. You know, private investigators, you know, different stuff of that nature. And it's just my thoughts and opinions. They could not be true. But, you know, a lot of people are questioning, like, hey, why would they need this? Quick, man, just let people do their thing and just watch the outcome. People be going through a lot of shit. You don't know how much work they probably gonna miss from now on. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this. So I just want to send my love and condolences out to them. And, you know, I'm gonna put that link in the comment section if YouTube allows me, because sometimes I be tripping on that. But if I don't, I'll post a page and y'all can go over there and holler at her, show us some love and stuff like that. I also want to say that the mother also stated that they have his phone. Now, they are saying that someone brought it to him. I just don't want to say names and stuff without them saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I'm going to kind of chill and let stuff play out and play it by ear. But I will be bringing out more updates throughout the day or throughout the week until we get to the bottom of this. I don't feel like that this should be swept up under the rug. Because, you know, normally I don't talk about stuff consistently back to back to back unless it's a serious topic. And this is definitely serious.
Correct.
Now. But I don't want to put blame on everybody around them, but at the same around him at that time. But I simply want to say it's hard not to say somebody don't know nothing.
And y'all right around him. It doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, I'm just saying I got my
it doesn't make sense.
On a few people, and I got my thoughts. I'm gonna keep them to myself.
Correct.
But ultimately, I say what I have to say. This is just a brief
All
update.
three gotta be
I'm
around
talking
him. Y'all
about
know
everything,
nothing.
progressive.
And
Living their thoughts and opinions, RP to him, condolences to the family. He just said, unfortunately, I hope that they do the justice that he and they deserve in this situation. I'll let y'all in a minute. All right.
Yeah, something come in right.